In 2006, George and Kimberly Cerconi created the Country Comfort Residential Care and Assisted Living Facility in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The facility provides around-the-clock care for elderly females. At first glance, Country Comfort may seem like an ordinary assisted living home. However, upon further inspection, you'd see it as anything but.
In 2013, this area enclosed by the fence here became one giant weed patch. Literally did. We had weeds thick, standing 3 foot high. I had read about this company in Hayden called Green Goat Rentals. We signed her up. She arrived with 19 head. And in a space of little less than 3 weeks, 19 goats ate it down to the dirt. But it worked out so well that the goats would let our residents come and feed them to the fence. And it was such a hit with the residents, we promised them the next year we'd get some of our own. We made good on the promise, and these guys joined us in June of last year, 4 of them. This gives them a destination to go to. It's entertainment, it's educational for them. They actually have hands-on, they can touch these creatures. So it's a pretty neat thing. And it's a win-win. The goats keep the weeds down. It offers entertainment and education for the residents, and it's just a good thing all the way around. This way?
Yeah, that's right.
But the story doesn't end there with the goats. One of the Country Comfort's residents happened to be the great aunt of a member of the Inland Northwest Food Network. Through that relationship, the seeds were sown for developing the grounds of the facility into something much more than just goat pasture.
He said, have you ever thought of doing something with that back property? Well, we had thought about it. He says, let me run with it. Let me see what I can do. He then introduced me to Terry McKenzie. She put out a call to her network. We got to meet Shar, who's now going to be our future farmer here. And it's one snowballed into the other.
We might have to move some dirt.
Shar Beach of the Inland Northwest Food Network worked very closely with the Cerconis to help craft their vision for creating a food production system with the Country Comfort's unused land.
We're in the first phases of putting together a garden for the assisted living center. First step is to fence off the little goats from the garden area, and then this garden will be used for the residents to enjoy and to grow some food for us all and share with the food bank and other places, and an educational spot for people to come and learn about gardening. And we're using recycled materials. We are grateful to have a bunch of inspired high school kids come join us.
Not wanting to let a good educational opportunity go to waste, the Cerconis reached out to Mark Jones, who leads a gardening program in the post-fall school system. Mark brings his students to various projects throughout the area for volunteer work to help the community, as well as provide a unique learning experience to his students.
This is a nice initiative for kids to participate in. Seeing their what they've accomplished in the greenhouse and going one step further with it.
The students from the New Visions High School in Post Falls have actually started gardens in various spots around. They get credit if they're doing some math to figure out how to space the beds and fill the beds and how much yardage of soils we need. They're learning about using tools. They're learning about the types of plants, conditions for plants to grow. So it's a little bit of math, science, and then there's also some social things, what's pleasing in a garden and what would look nice, and some aesthetics. And they'll actually get credit for doing this planning and doing the labor for this garden. So it's a really neat thing for them to do, and a really great thing for us to have them.
I think it's a really great project, honestly. It's nice to just bring a bunch of kids over and have them help out, take all this wood apart and just build a nice garden. It's very productive and it's good for the soul.
I think it's pretty unique. I like how we can help out the community in our way.
What have you learned from doing this?
I've learned leadership and partnership at the same time. Lots of patience.
It's fun to get out and help the community and all the things that are outdoors.
What have you learned from all this?
A lot of communicating and partnership, and you have to definitely have patience.
And what he's doing is so beneficial. These kids they appreciate the opportunity, keeps them out of trouble, keeps them occupied, and they're learning something to boot, all on just a typical work day for them.